Well, welcome back, my friends and family. Today, we're going to continue part two of Gaddafi Dreams. And this is the West Best Media. Please like, share, and subscribe. Today, we talk about the vacuum and the awakening. When Gaddafi was assassinated in 2011, it didn't just kill a leader, it created a vacuum, a space where vultures rushed in. Libya collapsed. Africa frontline defender was gone. The IMF, NATO, and multinational corporation surged in back unchecked. But Africa is not a land of silence. In the vacuum came an awakening. Yes, my friend, an awakening came. With Libya destabilized, the Sahel region stretches across Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso saw a surge in foreign troops, terrorist infiltrations, and not US, but UN peacekeepers who only brought more confusion. France reinstate or reinsert military under the banner under Operation Barkhane, but Africa and Africans begins to see through the illusion. Yes, my friend, this was an illusion. The same colonizer who enslaved them were now pretending to protect them. Isn't that a laugher? Tell me about it. Someone stole your car, but still trying to help you to find it. That's how it was. This was unoccupied in disguise. France, the major culprit of this war and this assassination, saw its grip slipping in Africa, and France instigate this murder. But the rise of the resistance. In Mali, a coup replaced the puppet government. The people supported the young, bold military leaders who refused to follow France and the US anymore. Then in Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore emerged from the ranks, just like Sankara before him. He came not with wealth or foreign backing, but with clarity, purpose, and trust for his people. In Niger, when France refused to leave, the people marched an air base, demanding their freedom. This is not chaos. This is the birth of a new Africa. So the struggle continue. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, the three nations out cast out the West and joined force. They formed the Alliance of the Sahel region, AES. Their message was clear. No more French base, no more IMF loans, no more ECOWAS puppetry. And yes, ECOWAS, by large, is a puppet of the West, mainly France. These countries began talks in sharing their own currency, unifying their army, and removing all borders. Let me repeat that again. They start talks in developing their own currency, unifying their army, and removing all borders, which mean people from Burkina Faso is free to go to Mali or go to Niger, and the same vice versa. There's no borders, no checkpoint. That's how Africa was before the invasion of the Europeans and the Americans. And there's also a youth factor. What's different this time? The youth. Africa under 35 generation makes up 70% of the population. And they're tired of being lied to. They are online, they're organizing, and they are rejecting the colonial mindset. They chant Traore's name, they wear Traore shirts, they demand dignity and sovereignty. The awakening is not just in political, it's generational. These young people believe in Ibrahim Traore so much until they formed a ring, a protective ring around Traore because they understood what happened to their leaders before. This is something CNN or BBC will not tell you. The youths of Burkina Faso. Why Burkina Faso? Because Burkina Faso leader is seen as the most important in this development. So the West think that if they get him out, they can stop the AES. So the youths of Burkina Faso decided we will protect our leader. How? Every night they sleep and they stand guard around the presidential palace. They are the first line of defense. And they're armed with cell phones. Not with guns, but with cell phones. Once they see something, it will spread online as wildfire and awaken the country. So now these plotters have more line of defense to go through. They have tried at least 20 times to assassinate him and fail. And trust me, they're not going to stop. They're going to continue. But the African strength, the African youth is getting stronger and stronger every day. See, the African leaders know what they're doing, these young leaders, but the Western press labeled them as juntas, coup leaders, and all kind of derogatory names. Same thing they did to Sankara and Gaddafi, not just in words but in action. But this time, it won't be the same. This is the West best media. The truth will not be televised by CNN, but it will be told by us. Please like, share, and subscribe. In one love, we go in peace. We shall return with episode 3. See you then. Thank you for watching, and God bless.